masculine man needs to know when to come into his feminine to pull his girl out of the fit that she may be in.
What the? What is she talking about?
And a lot of the times what men do, period, is if a woman gets into a tiff, because we have to remember, masculinity keeps track. Oh, I've showed up every day. I told her I loved her yesterday, today, this morning. You think you're doing a good job. But that one time you didn't say I love you on the phone, we're over here like, damn, does he love me? Like, and that's just a natural thing, by the way.
Literally what she's saying right here is that I want full control over you. And if you don't text or acknowledge me, I'm losing control over you. But let's continue.
And people could say, well, she's insecure. You can say whatever you want to say. Why does a baby cry? Why does a dog howl?
What
Why does the sun come up in the east and go down in the west? It's just the way that it is, and we get to emotionally regulate that. But oftentimes, what do men do? Men say, well, why are you so upset? What did I do wrong? Don't you see that I did? Now you're trying to run off the track record, not realizing that femininity lives in the now. How do I feel right now? And if you can't come to say, oh, damn, baby, you know, you're right. I meant to say that I love you. I don't even... Then she can come out of the fit and get away from the wrath and come back into flow of,
passive aggressive.
No, it's because we're looking at patterns. Why are we looking at patterns? Because we're checking for safety. We are always testing, am I safe here?
Whatever causes you to take the history of peace that I've given you from whatever time, right? Obviously, if I'm your man at this point, we've got at least 7, 8, 9 seasons of qualifications that made me a person that you could lead with. And because one spike or decrease in femininity makes you all of a sudden question your security, then maybe you didn't feel safe here.
No, that's not the truth.
You have your own work to do.
But
what I'm supposed to do as a man is be like, you know what, babe? I understand.
This is exactly why men and women fight, because you're going to logic and she naturally goes to emotion. What you're saying makes sense, okay?
Of course it does.
Everything that you're saying makes sense logically, but emotionally it doesn't make sense. And even a regulated woman, because it is natural. Why does a dog bark? I don't know. Why does a woman feel the way that she feels? I don't know.
I understand Spike, and I understand that at some point she will get back to center.
What the? That's crazy. That's crazy.
But what is my role other than offering a safe space for her to regulate her own feelings? I'm not going to come in here and pander to you on that day and be like, oh man, my girl. I'm more inclined.
Why can't you just love your person for who they and how they are?
Because it takes a lot less energy and it causes a lot less confusion if you process your own emotion as you give it out or shortly thereafter.
When you say women live in the now, it's almost like saying, what have you done for me lately?
No,
this is not
true. Everything I've done, what I've never do.
Year 3, season 2. Babe didn't text me, I love you back. I don't know if I'm safe.
If she feels, because she's emotionally dysregulated based off of an action that happens because she's in the now, it's really fine to say, baby, I'm feeling a little insecure because you didn't slap my booty. Like, what's up?
So that's what I'm saying.
Now that's her opportunity.
That's
now
crazy.
You have the
That's
opportunity
crazy.
to meet her where she's at, to pull her
That's
out.
crazy.
You know what happens? No, but turn around right now and slap that. Whatever that is. And now you fix the problem. A masculine man needs to know.
This is one of the craziest video I've ever seen in a while, because she just wants full control over that man. That man is on his that man is dealing with his day, doing what he needs to do, and she's like, "Oh, he forgot about me." And now she says femininity is meaning living in the now. But she's not really living in the now, is she? She's living in her imagination, saying, oh, he didn't text me. Now she's in her thoughts. And she judged the situation and judged the man. Now she has an emotional reaction to that judgment. And she's playing God. And now she's going to react on it. And she expects the man to accommodate her feelings. And oh, baby, no. Let her deal with the hell when it comes out of her, because she's not living in the presence. She's actually living in her thoughts, her imagination. And yes, she's definitely insecure. That's what someone that is insecure does. When they can't control the situation, they emotionally react to that situation out of fear and wanting to control the situation to get what they want from that exact situation. So no, this woman is traumatized. And because she's traumatized, she wants the man to accommodate her feelings, which makes no sense, because that's a beta male. And she's going to end up resenting the man because she's going to realize that she's controlling that man. And that man is not realizing that she is emotionally manipulating him And women don't want a weak man. They say they want a man to cater to them, but in the end, they do not. Because in the end, she's going to end up leaving that weak man because he noticed that that man rely on her to feel good. And that's how she can control you, by your emotions. Because you, the man, judge the situation. You're doing things out of guilt as well. Not necessarily because you want to, but because you want to make her feel good. And by doing that, you might get what you want out of the situation, which always end up not working because it's all based on feelings. And feelings are not from God. They're from the devil, the deceiver, Satan. Because God says, your thoughts are not my thoughts. Your ways are not my thoughts. Put all thoughts into captivity. Cast away all imagination. Anything that goes against the knowledge of God. Which is actually crazy that she's out here defending it. And these men, any man that listens to her will suffer because they're going to reap the consequences of it later on. Because she's going to destroy you. But let me know what you think of this video.